A very good evening and welcome to the news at 6 here on Rajya TV. I'm Tracy Shilshi. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be getting you all the day's developing stories, starting with the headlines. Election Commission announces dates of assembly polls in 4 states and 1 union territory, voting to be held between the 4th of April and 16th of May and counting on the 19th of May. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launches the ambitious 50,800 crore Setu Bharatam project. It will be completed in 2019 and will ensure highways without railway crossings and overhaul of 1,500 British-era bridges. Former Lok Sabha Speaker Purna Sangma passes away in the capital. Lok Sabha is adjourned. Rajya Sabha too is adjourned as a mark of respect for the man hailed as the tallest leader of the Northeast. And South Africa's Constitutional Court rejects Olympian Oscar Pistorius' right to appeal, changes his conviction to murder. Pistorius now faces up to 15 years in jail. All right, our top story. The Election Commission today announced the dates for the elections to the 4 states and a union territory whose assembly terms end this year. Voting will be held in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Kerala between the 4th of April and the 16th of May. The EC also announced that the Model Code of Conduct will take immediate effect.
Assembly elections in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry will be held between 4th April and 16th of May. The votes will be counted on the 19th of May.
The Assam elections will be held in 2 phases. The first phase will include 65 constituencies. The date of poll for first phase is 4th April, Monday.
In Assam, that has 126 assembly seats, elections will be held in 2 phases on 4th and 11th of April. West Bengal, that has 294 seats, will have elections in 6 phases on April 4th, 11th, 17th, 21st, 25th, 30th and the 5th of May.
Legislative Assembly of West Bengal will be covered under overall 6 phases.
With 140 constituencies, Kerala will have a single-phase election on the 16th of May. Tamil Nadu, with 234 seats, and Puducherry, with 30 seats, will vote in a single-phase poll on the 16th of May. The Commission also said the Model Code of Conduct has taken immediate effect. These elections will also have the nota option of voting for none of the above.
824 assembly constituencies are going to poll. The Commission is committed for strict enforcement of Model Code of Conduct by concerned governments, political parties, star campaigners and candidates. Over 17 crores or 170 million voters will be participating in these elections.
The BJP sees a strong presence in Assam, where it has announced pre-poll alliances with the AGP of Praful Kumar Mahant and the Bodoland People's Front. In West Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee of the TMC will seek a return to power. The 3-cornered contest could see it pitted against the BJP and an alliance between the left and the Congress. In Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, the AIADMK will face a challenge from the DMK that has joined hands with the Congress and is also said to be in talks with the DMDK led by actor-turned-politician Vijay Kant. In Kerala, the CPIM-led Left Democratic Front, or the LDF, hopes to oust the Congress-led UDF. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
In other news of the day, former Lok Sabha Speaker and Meghalaya Chief Minister P.A. Sangma passed away in New Delhi today after a heart attack. Lok Sabha was adjourned immediately after paying tribute to him. And in a departure from normal practice, the Rajya Sabha was also adjourned for the day after question hour as a mark of respect for the man who was hailed as the tallest leader of the Northeast.
P.A. Sangma, famous as the man who taught Parliament to smile, passed away on Friday at the age of 68 years. Announcing the news of his death, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan described him as a man of the masses.
Sri P.A. Sangma was elected as the Speaker of Lok Sabha during the 11th Lok Sabha. As Speaker of the Lok Sabha, he conducted the proceedings of the House with great ability and distinction. His parliamentary skill and comprehensive knowledge of parliamentary practices and procedures, हंसते उठते सदन कैसे चलाना, ये मैंने एक प्रकार से माननीय संगमा जी से सीखा, ऐसा कहो तो गलत नहीं होगा.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi called him a self-made leader, saying his contribution to the development of the Northeast is monumental. The Congress, with whom Sangma parted ways in 1999, described him as the tallest leader of the Northeast. Party President Sonia Gandhi said, in Sangma, the nation lost an important voice. Sharad Pawar, once the closest ally of Sangma, with whom he founded the Nationalist Congress Party, also expressed grief on Twitter. In 2012, both fell apart and Sangma was expelled from the NCP for his decision to contest the presidential election against Pranab Mukherjee. Sangma's political career, however, had many achievements. His greatest moment was on the 23rd of May 1996 when he was elected Speaker of the Lok Sabha at a mere age of 49 years. He scored several firsts, including being unanimously elected Speaker, the first from the opposition, the first scheduled tribe, the first Christian, all in one go. He was also the first tribal to become a cabinet minister at the centre in 1995. He regularly attended the House, even till the day before he breathed his last.
When Lok Sabha was adjourned till Tuesday after paying tributes to the former Speaker P.S. Sangma, as soon as the House assembled, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan announced the news to the members. She said, and I quote, "We deeply mourn the passing away of P.S. Sangma ji. I had learnt how to run Lok Sabha with a smile from him," unquote. Members later stood in silence for a minute in Sangma's memory before the House was adjourned till Monday. P.S. On to the other national stories of the day, and JNU-SU President Kanhaiya Kumar addressed the media today just hours after his concert-like speech at JNU campus last night after being released on bail. Speaking to journalists today, he clarified that he is a student and will not be part of politics. But politicians, especially the opposition parties, were all praises for his speech that stressed on freedom. Here's a report.
तो हमारे यहाँ रेलवे स्टेशन पे जिसको टीसन कहा जाता है, वहाँ पर जादू का खेल होता है. जादूगर दिखाएगा जादू, बेचेगा अंगूठी, मनपसंद अंगूठी, और जिसकी जो इच्छा है वो अंगूठी पूर्ण कर देगी, ऐसा जादूगर कहता है. इस देश के भी कुछ नीति निर्माता हैं, वो कहते हैं काला धन आएगा, हर हर मोदी, महंगाई कम होगी, बहुत हो गई, सही मत सही है, अब की बार ले आइए, सबका साथ सबका विकास.
JNU Students' Union President Kanhaiya Kumar taking on the Narendra Modi-led government in a fiery speech on the university campus late last night, hours after his release from Tihar jail. Creating nothing short of a magic show himself in the JNU campus, where hundreds of students cheered and clapped as he attacked the ruling dispensation in an impassioned speech, the student leader said the government was trying to suppress dissent.
जेएनयू के आवाज को दबाना, जेएनयू को डिलेजिटिमेट करना, इस संघर्ष को खत्म करना, लेकिन हम उनको कहना चाहते हैं कि इस संघर्ष को तुम दबा नहीं पाओगे, तुम जितना दबाओगे हम उतना खड़ा होंगे. जेएनयू के छात्र आजादी मांगते हैं, भारत से नहीं, भारत को लूटने वालों से आजादी.
The report said it had found no evidence that Kumar raised anti-national slogans at an event on 9th of February to mark the anniversary of the hanging of Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru. Kanhaiya's speech got the approval of BJP's detractors. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal lauded the speech in a tweet, while CPIM leader Sitaram Yechuri tweeted, "Lal Salam Comrade Kanhaiya."
ये संस्थागत अटैक है, ये इट्स नॉट, ये मुद्दा ही नहीं है कि कौन गलत है और किसे सजा मिलनी है। ये मुद्दा यह है कि संस्था को समाप्त करना है या संस्था को अटैक करना है, संस्था को बदनाम करना है।
किसी को बेल हो सकता है, कोई आदमी जिंदगी भर जेल में थोड़ी रहेगा। कन्हैया को भी जो मिला कुछ शर्तों के साथ मिला है। उनको शर्त लगाई गई है कि वो कोई ऐसा काम नहीं करेंगे जो राष्ट्र विरोधी कार्य हो।
High Court granted the bail, and as far as we are concerned, we have been holding the position. Whatever evidence that Delhi police produced, they were all fabricated, doctored.
Earlier, the Delhi High Court had granted Kanhaiya interim bail for 6 months, imposing conditions that include an undertaking that he will not take part in any anti-national activities. He was arrested on 12th of February in connection with the event to protest the hanging of Parliament attack convict Afzal Guru, during which anti-national slogans were allegedly raised. 2 other JNU students, Omar Khalid and Anirban Bhattacharya, were also arrested in connection with the same event and are charged with sedition. They are presently under judicial custody. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And just hours after he gave that fiery speech upon his release from jail, JNUSU President Kanhaiya Kumar addressed the students and teachers of JNU and media persons at the university campus again today. Talking about JNU and its quality of politics, Kanhaiya said that the country follows the university's lead as far as ideology is concerned.
मलाइन करने की एक साजिश की गई, ना वो साजिश नहीं है, ना उन साजिशों के खिलाफ हमारा संघर्ष नया है। जब जब इस देश के अंदर लोकतांत्रिक आवाज को सत्ता अपने तंत्रों से दबाने की कोशिश करती है, जेएनयू उठ खड़ा होता है और बताता है कि जेएनयू थिंक टुडे, सोसाइटी थिंक टुमारो। और आज एक बार फिर से जेएनयू इसको एस्टैब्लिश किया है।
All right, with that, we'll take a quick break here. More news follows. Stay with us.
From cowries to metal pieces, Indian currency has seen many changes. The earliest punch-marked coins came from Gandhar. The East India Company at the turn of the 19th century also minted its own coins. The Indo-Greek coins come from a colony left behind by Alexander. They depict the golden rule of the Guptas, with embossed human portraits and matrimonial alliances like Chandragupta Maurya's wedding with Seleucus I Nicator's daughter.
We have only exploited less than 1% of you can say, the microorganisms that exist in the world. Technology is coming up through which we can culture these microorganisms, and I mean, like, they can be a source of novel bioactive molecules. We are living in basically post-antibiotic era right now. It becomes even more important to look for the newer molecules and newer scaffolds which can overcome the resistance.
Watch Eureka with Dr. Bhaval Ali Shah, scientist at CSIR IIM, only on Rajya Sabha TV.
The reinduction of American troops in Helmand is a negative thing.
Problems are not inside Afghanistan. Our problems are in the sanctuaries beyond Afghanistan.
May very well want peace and a negotiated settlement.
Taliban, I know, want peace.
What more can India do?
Prime Minister Modi's remarks inaugurating the new parliament for Afghanistan were deep in recognizing the friendship. That is the essence of India-Afghanistan relation.
Watch former President of Afghanistan Hamid Karzai articulate his views in Indian Standard Time on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. Let's get you some more news now. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched an ambitious road infrastructure project, the Setu Bharatam project, and it's aimed at making all national highways free of railway crossings by 2019.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the ambitious 50,800 crore rupees Setu Bharatam project on Friday. Upon completion in 2019, the project will ensure highways without railway crossings and overhaul of 1,500 British-era bridges.
नॉर्मली सरकारें इंक्रीमेंटल काम करने की आदत रखती है। पहले 5 करते थे, अब 7 करते हैं, 7 करते फिर 10 करते हैं। हमारी कोशिश है क्वांटम जंप की, ब्रेक थ्रू की, पुरानी स्पीड और निर्णय करने की प्रक्रियाओं से एकदम से बाहर निकलना।
As part of the program, 208 railway overbridges and railway underbridges will be built to replace all level crossings. These railway overbridges will be built across 19 states, with Andhra Pradesh accounting for the highest number of rail overbridges, followed by West Bengal and Bihar. In a first, gradation of bridges is being done through space technology with information like age, longitude, latitude, length, material and design. The Prime Minister also stressed his government's commitment to speeding up all projects related to infrastructure. He also lauded Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari for his pioneering work in infrastructure, saying infrastructure always plays a pivotal role in the country's growth. With Akhilesh Suman, Bureau Inputs, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now let's take you through what else made news across the country today in Nationwide. The BSF on Thursday detected a cross-border tunnel to Pakistan near the international border in Jammu and Kashmir's Arispura sector. The tunnel was detected near the Nikitawi River in Jammu. BSF Inspector General Rakesh Sharma said that it may have been dug to plan some major terror attack in India. The budget for 2016-17 will be the main agenda in the Andhra Pradesh legislature session starting tomorrow. Many issues are expected to dominate the proceedings given the ongoing political fight between the ruling Telugu Desam party and the opposition YSR Congress. Speaker K. Shivaprasad Rao said that the session would have 18 working days and the budget is expected to be presented on the 10th of March. The government of Odisha and international grant-making organization, the BVLF, have come together in an effort to improve opportunities for young children in the state. They signed 2 MOUs to this effect. The main objective is to make life better for the children aged between 1 to 8 years with social and economic disadvantage. International news, and North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un has ordered his military on standby for nuclear strikes at any time. The escalation in rhetoric targeting Seoul and Washington, however, may not reflect the country's actual nuclear capacity. The country has also rejected the UNSC resolution as a criminal act.
North Korea has rejected the UN Security Council resolution as a criminal act masterminded by the US. The UNSC had unanimously adopted a resolution on Wednesday that dramatically tightens existing restrictions on North Korea after its Jan 6 nuclear test. It also creates the toughest UN sanctions regime in more than 2 decades.
문제로 되는 것은 이번 제재 결의가 당치 않은 구실로 자주적이며 정의로운 주권 국가를 고립압살하기 위한 가장 노골적이며 가장 극악한 국제적 범죄 행위라는 데 있다.
Earlier on Friday, the North's leader Kim Jong-un ordered his country to be ready to use its nuclear weapons at any time. He asked his military to be in preemptive attack mode in the face of growing threats from its enemies.
이제는 적들에 대한 우리의 군사적 대응 방식을 선제 공격적인 방식으로 모두 전환시킬 것이라고 말씀하셨습니다. 국가 방위를 위하여 실전 배비한 핵탄두들을 임의의 순간에 쏘아버릴 수 있게 항시적으로 준비해야 한다고 강조하셨습니다.
Meanwhile, South Korea has urged the North to give up its nuclear program. This even as North Korea's ally China opposed South Korea's deployment of an advanced anti-missile system on the Korean peninsula.
中方坚决反对韩美在朝鲜半岛部署萨德系统，希望有关国家慎重行事，不得损害中国的正当战略安全利益。
In January this year, North Korea conducted its 4th nuclear test, which it claimed was a hydrogen bomb. Last month, it put a satellite into orbit with a long-range rocket. The UN and others saw it as a cover for a test of banned ballistic missile technology. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
And now let's take you through some more international news updates in Global Buzz. A Palestinian woman was shot dead by Israeli soldiers after she allegedly rammed her car into an Israeli soldier in West Bank. The soldier suffered minor injuries. The incident comes 2 days after Israeli troops shot dead 2 Palestinians over an alleged stabbing attack in West Bank. Israeli forces killed more than 190 Palestinians, including children and women in occupied Palestinian lands since last October. China has announced that the country's defense spending will increase by about 7 to 8% in 2016. The rise, however, is at its lowest pace since 2010, in line with a decelerating economy. The announcement comes at a time when there's tension between the US and China over the militarization of the South China Sea. In the US, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump says that the US needs to stay in Afghanistan because the country's immediate neighbor, Pakistan, had nuclear weapons that need to be protected. In an interview last year, Trump indicated that Pakistan needs to be denuclearized, calling it the most dangerous country in the world. There has been no breakthrough in the Paris talks aimed at getting a fragile peace deal in eastern Ukraine back on track. Foreign ministers of Germany, France, Russia and Ukraine had met in Paris to discuss the Minsk Second Accord, which established a ceasefire and called for elections to end the conflict in eastern Ukraine that claimed more than 9,100 lives. And finally, in sports news, South Africa's Constitutional Court has rejected Olympian Oscar Pistorius' right to appeal against his conviction for the murder of his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp. The Supreme Court of Appeal changed his conviction to murder last December after state prosecutors appealed the athlete's prior conviction of culpable homicide. The authorities challenged the appeal on the grounds that the Supreme Court of Appeal had correctly found Pistorius guilty. Pistorius shot and killed Steenkamp on Valentine's Day of 2013 and has spent the last few months under house arrest at his relative's home in Pretoria while awaiting his appeal. Pistorius now faces a minimum 15-year jail sentence.
And is discharged guilty of culpable homicide.
And that's all we have here on the news at 6. Thanks so much for joining us.